welcome back to my channel, and today is all about blush lighters. I honestly love a blush lighter. They have become one of the favourite parts of my makeup routine, and I want to show everyone my collection of them. So if you are looking for a blush lighter, you can see the perfect one you may want to add to your collection. What I have is a bit excessive, but we have different shades, depths, formulations and brands. So if you want to see some swatches and some comparisons, keep on watching because we're going to get straight into it. Also, please like, comment and subscribe. I would love you to be a part of my channel. I love posting this long form content. I find it so fun. So yeah, enough gabbing, let's get on. First of all, we're going to start with the product that started my love for blush lighters. These are the Fenty Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighters in What a Brat and What a Bee. What a Brat has been around for a while, but it was sadly in the shadows of the Trophy Wife highlighter. However, since then, it has gained virality on TikTok and other social medias due to the gorgeous colour, shine and finish on the skin. People have also used this as a body glow, eyeshadow, and as part of a lip combo. It's truly a gorgeous shade. As you can see, I have hit pan on it. However, I do have a backup because I love it that much, and if I was ever without her, I would be so sad and devastated. This is my old faithful, old reliable. I love her. Does have glitter specks in, however, I love that. It does have pigment, so you will see this when you apply it to the cheeks. It will add that baby pink touch, but it has silver reflex throughout. Next up, we have the sister to What a Brat. It is What a Bee. Rude word. She was launched as a mini for the Fenty Valentine's collection this year. As you can see, this shade is a bit more deeper on like the fuchsia, the pinky fuchsia side. The reflex in this blush lighter is magical. It is a deeper base, obviously, as you can see from the swatch. A pinky fuchsia swatch with a mixture of like silver, purple, pink particles. This blush lighter will look amazing on anyone with a tan, deep, dark skin tone for sure. As I believe this is What a Brat's deeper counterpart. Look how lovely. To be honest, I'm unsure if this shade is still available as it was limited edition, but if you can still get your hands on it, you need to get this. It is so amazing when you put it on top of a blush. Anyways, moving on. Next up, we have the BlendBunny Celestial Cheek Glaze. This is the newest blush lighter to my collection. However, I would argue this is already in the top 3. Let me tell you why. First of all, the base of this blush lighter is Chef's Kiss. I believe it's pretty translucent, so it can work on any skin tone, which is amazing. Second of all, look at that bloody glitter. Like, hello, we have like gold, pink, purple. It is crazy how much reflect there is in this blush lighter. I believe it is the most reflective one, so if you're not into glitter, maybe this is not for you. However, I am into glitter, so this is like why it is my cup of tea. When I swatch this beside the Fenty's, you can clearly see the Fenty's have more base and this is more translucent, a bit of colour, but this is why I'm saying it will work on more skin tones because it is more sheer. However, it has a lot more dimension and sparkle compared to Fenty, as you can see in these closer shots. But yeah, I am literally in awe with this blush lighter currently. I have to try and reach for my others, but this is currently my number one go-to. Next up, we've got the blush lighter formula from my favourite brand, MAC. Although I am quite angry because it has recently and sadly been discontinued, I am glad I have basically all of the shades in the permanent lineup. It was a shock to be honest, but I'm glad I have them and hopefully they get reformulated. Maybe it's because of the talc-free situation going on. I really hope that's the case. Anyways, these are the extra dimension blushes. We have Into the Pink, which I am showing you now, which is the lightest of the 3. It is an icy pink, has silver reflex throughout. Since I am a fair to light skin tone, this is actually my favourite of the 3. I just love the silver reflect in this. This shade also flatters my skin tone the most, and it is also my most reached for. I hope they reformulate, and there is also other options out there currently, so it doesn't make me too sad, but I'm glad I have my hands on it. Next we have Sweets for My Sweet, which would be best for light to medium skin tones, light medium tan I'd say. This is a medium toned pink with gold reflex running throughout. I feel like this would be the safest option out the 3 for a blush lighter. I also like this for when I'm just doing like a neutral toned look, when it's not too warm, not too cool. I feel like this is just a safe option for a blush lighter. Last of all, the deepest one out of the 3 is Rosy Cheeks. This is also on the cooler tone side. It is a pinky fuchsia. This would look amazing on any skin tone, but specifically dark, deep skin types. This is going to look so beautiful on you as a blush lighter. This formula is also more metallic and less glittery. I do love reaching for this option, however though, when I don't want the glitter, I just want a natural blushy glow. Us lighter fair skin tone baddies can obviously pull this off, but just with a lighter hand, as these pack a lot of pigment. I would highly recommend this formula if you can still get your hands on it before they are forever gone. Moving on, next up we have a mini of the Haus Labs Gel Highlighter in shade Rose Quartz. As soon as I saw this shade, I knew that I needed to use it as a blush lighter as it is the perfect baby pink shade. I think it's perfect in my opinion. It does have the baby pink quality, however, it is more on the natural side out of these blush lighters. So if you was to put this on top of a regular blush, I think it would just look like a natural flush. Like it is part of your natural beauty, if you know what I mean. In the swatch, you can clearly see this is the least metallic and glittery out of all of them. It has a bit of peachiness to it, which may add to that edge, but you can still clearly see the pink. I would say this blush lighter is more for the daytime or on holiday rather than like an evening party blush lighter, if you get what I mean. It's giving clean girl as well, so if you have the clean girl aesthetic, this Haus Labs blush lighter may be for you. Last of all, we have two blush lighters from the recent holiday collection. This is the Nars Ethereal Aura blush palette. In this palette, they actually gave us 3 blush lighters as well as 3 matte blushes. I'll just be talking about 2 of these blush lighters in the palette as we're only talking about pink blush lighters today. However, this first shade, Foolish, is absolutely stunning. It is the most cool tone pink blush lighter. These blush lighters also pack quite a pigment punch as well as the glow. These blush lighters also have a bit of shimmer slash glitter running throughout them, which I do like, I do appreciate. And I love the fact I can pack it on a denser brush for a bit more pigment, but also if I want that glow, it is there. Last of all, we have Fresh, which is like a medium deep toned hot pink. I do feel like Foolish is a bit more intense, as you can see from the swatch, whereas Fresh is a bit more subdued. However, you still get that pack of pigment and that glow. This is definitely going to look cute on the deeper skin tones. I believe since this collection, they have actually released more blush lighters in the permanent range. I don't know if it's the same formula. If you want something similar, I would definitely check the light reflecting blushes by Nars. And yeah, that is every blush lighter we're covering today. Also, here's all the final swatches of all the blush lighters together mentioned, top to bottom. How stunning are all these all swatched together? This is like a blush lighter heaven. Comment down below which one is your favourite, or if you've tried any before, let me know. Anyways, this is the end of the video now. I really enjoyed talking about this. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be annoying. And comment down below like what you want to see next, because I am up for filming anything. So yeah, I'm open to suggestions. Bye!